Welcome to the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast, brought to you by the Mortgage Marketing Animals. I'm your host, Frank Ray, here with my good friend, Chris Johnstone. Chris, how are you?
I'm good, Frank. How you doing?
Man, I am great. Thanks for asking. Let's get down to the bottom of this stuff.
Let's do it.
I see like the smoke coming out of your ears and the gears spinning in your brain, and also this just crazy unbridled excitement that you've got going on right now because you've kind of figured this whole get AI or ChatGPT or Grok to send loan officers referrals. You've kind of got that figured out, and it's happening. But even more exciting stuff that I won't spoil with. Tell us everything that's going on. Why are you so excited?
So, I have lived through major technological advances in the mortgage industry, and I watched Google business pages come out. Do you remember when it used to be like 7 businesses on the front page of Google, and then it went down to 3, and then reviews just became incredibly important. And then the industry kind of split. And it was like the people that were getting hundreds of ratings and reviews on their profile and everybody that kind of got left behind.
Yeah.
The industry is resetting again because of artificial intelligence, because our consumer is moving from Google searches to searching on artificial intelligence and using AI like an assistant.
Right.
It's happening way faster than I thought it was going to, Frank.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. So we actually have clients that are now getting fully filled out mortgage applications coming into their business, and they haven't even spoken to the client yet or had the client as a lead.
What a trip.
We're living in the future. It's crazy.
That is nuts. And you're right. This is the bow of the ship just breaking through the waters right now. And so for those who are at the bow, they're the ones that are going to reap the big benefit from this down the road. But I mean, how does it do it? I don't get it. I hear you all the time, but for those that are listening, like, how do you possibly get to the point where like ChatGPT or Grok would say, "Oh, you should be working with Frank. Here's the link to his application." How's that even possible?
So, great question. And I have been noodling and testing and just poking at AI for probably close to a year now.
Yeah.
And so there's the fundamentals of what is known as search engine optimization at the root of it. Like, you need a website, you need a Google business page, you need a Yelp profile, you need to have just a baseline so that you're online and AI can find your website, find references to you, all that wonderful stuff. So those are table stakes just to play the game. But once you've got a website set up, you've got your Google business profile, somebody who's taken the time to invest in that structure, then getting artificial intelligence to recommend you is actually about proving to the artificial intelligence that you're the expert in the specific types of loans that you want to fund.
Mm.
Because when somebody goes to AI, it's, from what we're seeing, they're not just asking like, who's the best mortgage lender in Tampa, Florida?
Yeah.
What they're doing is they're saying, here's the type of house I want to buy. Here's the market. I'm a first-time home buyer. And it helps them find the house. And then they start asking the questions about like, okay, well, what's it going to take for me to be able to afford this house? How much income do I need to have? How much down payment? And that's when the AI actually starts to recommend local mortgage lenders for that buyer to go talk to. But if they're VA, it knows they're VA and will recommend them to a VA lender. If they're doing fix and flip, it's going to recommend them to somebody who's an expert in fix and flip loans. Same things with jumbo refinance. Over the next 2 years, the amount of refinance business is going to come from artificial intelligence recommending lenders is going to be outrageous. And so, in my opinion, what you have to do is teach the artificial intelligence about that type of loan product so it sees you as the expert so that it feels comfortable recommending you. Which sounds super weird.
It does sound weird because it's supposed to be the smartest thing in the whole wide world, like it should be teaching us. But in reality, it's learning still, right? And so that's really what's happening. So as I believe as I believe I understand from what you've taught us, is that it's actually still learning. So when you can ask AI questions and it gives you an answer, and you can see that, well, there's actually a better answer to that, and let it know this is probably a more accurate way to say this, or what have you. In that instance, correct me if I'm wrong, but in that instance, that the AI is going, oh, okay, this person who works for this mortgage company, who specializes in these kind of loans, who does all this kind of stuff, clearly knows what they're talking about because they're helping me understand a little bit better. That's what's happening, right?
That's right. That's exactly right.
Mm.
And AI is really looking for that information that it can regurgitate to the next person that asks the question.
Mm.
And so when you're adding to the knowledge base and you're allowing it to be more refined in its answers, it's going to reward you as being like, oh, hey, I learned this from Chris. And I learned this about private financing.
Mm.
So if somebody asks me about who I should be working with for private financing, Frank's the guy because he's the one that taught me.
Mm.
And so that kind of begs the question, like, how do you do that? And this is what makes this strategy so unbelievably powerful, and so powerful when you teach it to your real estate agents. Because the greatest thing that you can do is actually use it to do the research, to create your content, and then write your content for your emails to your past customers, emails to your qualified agents, all your social media posts, all of that work that takes hours and hours and all of this thought and time and effort that doesn't really generate a whole lot of really high quality leads. Now, all of that, what in the past may have been seen as like wasted effort on social media. Now, if you're going to AI and getting AI to do the research, telling it what's right and what's wrong, and kind of refining that research, and then saying, hey, now that you understand this topic a little bit better, write me an authoritative blog post for my website.
Mm.
You take it, again, refine it a little bit, teach the AI of just like, hey, don't say it like this, say it like this, teach it as the expert. But then you have a blog post that you can put on your website. It's taken minutes to put all that content together. But now you can give Google and the search engines and all of that infrastructure content on a weekly basis so that you're seen as the expert. But really what you're doing is you're teaching the AI so that it can recommend you customers in the future. And then once it's created the blog, you say, okay, great. Well, I put it on my blog, write my Facebook post, write my Instagram post, write my X.
Yeah, give me everything. Give me all the stuff that I need, my email, my whatever. Yeah.
And so then AI gets the question of like, hey, I need to, you do marijuana lending, right?
Yeah, well, cannabis funding, yes.
Okay, all right. So, thank you.
Yes. If you want to buy a bag of weed, just hit me up. I'll spot you the 50.
I never thought about offering credit for that type of. Anyways, I apologize. I digress.
It's all right, but yes, cannabis. It's definitely a industry, right? That's out there, and it requires financing. And yes, I have arranged that financing for some. Yes.
And so somebody goes in and says, hey, I'm looking to do this project. I need some cannabis financing. Well, if the AI has done all the research, helped create the content, and knows that that blog post exists on your website, it can reference the blog post and send it to the person and be like, oh, hey, go read this post from Frank Garay. It'll help answer this question for you. Or it cites the content and just gives it to them in AI.
Yeah.
Then it says, who do I reach out to? Well, obviously the author of all this amazing information.
Right.
And it works for every specific loan type. So what AI has done is it's taken it from just like a general lead of somebody looking for a mortgage lender or broker, and it's a person that's looking for a solution to a problem, and you are the expert in solving that problem for that person. And I think that's why the leads are so high quality, and how this is going to just totally transform the industry.
Hey there, if you're loving the tips so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and then click on the bell as well so you never miss out on more cool free tips coming your way. And also would love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think or what you want to see next. Yeah, and you're right, man. It's pretty epic, and it's pretty cool that you've actually figured it out to the point where you're making it happen for people. So you give us a couple of examples. You've had a couple already that it's transpired where it's gone through. Tell us about those.
So we've got a client in Tampa. So working together for years, ranked on the front page of Google in that map placement, helped them get all the ratings.
So you've already been helping them with all the fundamental foundational things that need to be together. And you've already excelled in that arena where you've already got them on the front page of Google, the front page of the top 3. You've already done that for them.
Yes.
Okay.
Then AI comes out and they're not listed. And it's like, this doesn't make sense at all.
No sense.
No sense. So we start poking at the AI and what's actually going to move the needle. And now they're number 1 on ChatGPT. And most recently, they actually took a mortgage application from Grok. Because what we've discovered is that all the AIs are kind of learning from each other on these base models. So a new model comes out, well, it's trained on all the existing models. So when you can build the authority inside AI, you kind of leapfrog into the new LLMs that get launched because they're learning on the old ones, which is why I've decided to start beating the drum as loud as I possibly can about this technology, because I really do feel there's a large first movers advantage to the people that build the authority with AI. So what we started doing is, okay, all the content that we're doing for this strategy over here, let's start creating it inside artificial intelligence. Let's look at what are all the sources that the AI is using to get its information from. Let's make sure our client is listed there. Another thing that, Frank, might sound a little bit weird is we started engaging in conversations on Reddit.
Okay.
Which is just like...
I've been hearing about this too. Yeah, Reddit seems to be like the new go-to for AI, right? They're like, it's looking there for a lot of conversation, specifically for conversation, right?
Exactly. And so I'll share this tip. If you have a client that's in a younger age demographic and through the loan process, you ask them, hey, do you use Reddit? And it might seem like a weird question to add a client, but if they say yes, say, look, if what you could do for me is go on to this Reddit thread about our local area and just mention that we work together and recommend my business inside a post on Reddit, I sure would appreciate that. That's better than a review on Google for us. And I would just really appreciate it if you did that for me. If you can get 2 or 3 clients to have a positive mention in a local subreddit in your location, the AI is smart enough to mine through all that data, find those recommendations, and it goes a huge way towards helping you rank.
So trippy.
I know, right?
Reddit is, look, hey, Reddit is even further from my mind than LinkedIn. You know what I mean? Like Reddit is like way out there, like I'm not even thinking of Reddit, but people are there and they're having conversations there and AI is looking there, to have that. So Chris, so here's the thing. This is what I want everybody to know, because I've known you now for a long time. And I know what you do for companies and what you do for branches and what you do for people, individuals. And so some of this can sound, like, okay, there's a lot going on here. But I just really want to emphasize to everybody, just understand that Chris's team, it's okay. Chris's team can take care of it. Like, seriously. And, just get in touch with them. Let them help you get to that point. Because you guys have a track record of getting people from 0 to hero in this regard pretty dang quick, right? Like, what's the fastest you've done it? Like, Chris, I got nothing.
Can we talk about the slowest? I'm just kidding. It's like we've done it in less than 90 days. But as this stuff progresses, it gets harder and harder.
A little more work. But exactly. But with you, there's a path to get it done as quickly as possible. Okay. Yes. There's a genuinely authentic path that absolutely works to get it done as fast as possible. That might take 6 months. That might take 8 months. That might take 9 months, whatever it takes. But when you get there, it's done. Compared to if you're going to try and do this all on your own, try and figure this all out on your own, try and get into this mix, try and figure out all that stuff. You might not ever get there. To tell you might give up in 3 months and just go, I can't deal with this anymore. I don't even know what I'm doing. So what's the best way for them to reach out to you and try and get this thing sorted out and figure out what they, how they can get involved in this and be at the front of the line?
So I've identified 5 things that I think move the needle the most. And each of them has a prompt that's pre-written for it. And I give it away in an email series. So 1 little bite-sized chunk a day for a week. so that you can get all the prompts and understand them all one day at a time. And that's available at loanofficerbrand.com. So loanofficerbrand.com, you opt in, and I'll send you a free prompt for 5 days in a row that helps you with a different aspect of this stuff every day so that you can copy and paste. And Frank, if I may, the Loan Officer Breakfast Club is absolutely incredible for daily motivation, community. I mean, I believe every loan officer in the nation should be on that show every single morning, listening to the value that you and Carl and the entire team provides, and Steve and all of that wonderful stuff. But I'm lucky enough to be there on Fridays. And if you just show up and get those bite-sized chunks once a week and work on that stuff, this is absolutely attainable for somebody that, you know, the extent of my knowledge online is uploading a Facebook post. You can learn and do this stuff, and it's not that complicated if you do it in those little bite-sized chunks. So I can't thank you enough for what you guys do at Loan Officer Breakfast Club, because it's a truly incredible resource that you and the Mortgage Marketing Animals has put together. So if you're feeling a little overwhelmed listening to this, head on over to the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Make sure you show up on Fridays. You get little bite-sized chunks, walk you through the whole thing. If you want to get started today, just go to loanofficerbrand.com, and it's kind of like an accelerated course on how to do it that you can get for free.
That's what I would do. I would just go to loanofficerbrand.com, guys. Sure, come to Breakfast Club for sure. We'd love to have you there, and you're going to love Breakfast Club. It's a blast. It's wonderful. And but if you know, I could see like, look, if you're running a branch, if you're running a mortgage brokerage, right, that kind of a thing, you really should engage with Chris and his team in the capacity of letting them get you to the point where AI is going to be referring you in your team business. You really need to do that. You could do it as an individual, of course, you certainly can. But you know, I would say if you're a branch or a region or a, you know what I mean, you're running your own brokerage, that's like mandatory. Like, why waste time? Get that done. If they go to loanofficerbrand.com, when they submit their information, it does go to a calendar link, right, where they could grab some time with you. If they go, hey, love the prompts you're going to send me, but I want to get down to the brass tacks and get this thing moving, there's a calendar there that they can grab a time to meet with you guys and kind of go through how this all works and what this might cost, that kind of a for that's what I would recommend. I mean, I would really recommend that, because you'll be shocked at how reasonable it is for his team to do all this for you. It's crazy reasonable. And to be in the forefront of this and to be on the cutting edge and at the front of the line, to have AI referring you and actually getting loan applications to show up, which is happening right now. I think that would be, you know, an important thing to do. So, all right, loanofficerbrand.com. That's where you want to go. Loanofficerbrand.com. Get the prompts. If you want to take a swing at doing this on your own, you can certainly make good headway doing that. You know, Chris will teach you everything. But also, if you want to go deeper and have his team just get you guys accelerated to the top, that would be good too. Chris, thank you, man.
Thanks for having me, Frank. I hope that was useful and helpful to all of our listeners.
It is useful and helpful, and it's shocking to me. It's like, it's just where AI is going is just out of this world, and to now have, like you just said, man. First, there was the internet. Wow, that's a big deal. Then there was websites. Whoa, I could have one of those, you know. And then, you know, it's just progressed, and this Google thing, and, you know, all this stuff has progressed. You're right. You and I have both seen just so much change. And then the whole business page thing and reviews and all that was a big deal. But now here we are again with something even bigger and even more important to be in the front of, you know, more important, right? So yeah, and you're making it easy for us. So I appreciate that. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining us here at the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast. Go to loanofficerbrand.com and join us at Loan Officer Breakfast Club Monday through Friday. And you'll see Chris on Fridays and other days. He's there all the time. All right, Chris, have a great man. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you.
My pleasure.
All right. See y'all later. Bye-bye.